U.S. forces are launching another round of strikes against Iran for the 8th consecutive night. CENTCOM says the attacks are meant to degrade Iran's ability to target ships in the Strait of Hormuz and comes as punishment for Iran killing 2 U.S. service members in Jordan last night. Joey, I'm going to take it back to you on this breaking news. We probably figured that this was coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
And probably planned either way, perhaps, because it's the 8th consecutive night. But President Trump obviously making a stand here.
Yeah, so it's a chess game, right? You don't make this move unless you've planned for whatever they do after that. You're positioning and posturing your troops. You're changing things around. What happened in Jordan was a tragedy. You learn from it. You make sure you know whatever failure allowed that to happen is fortified, and then you go on the offensive and you punish them. One thing President Trump has always been consistent about is if you slap me, I will punch you. And I think that that's probably the message they're trying to send right now. If they have the target opportunity for a punch, that's the other side of it, is what do they have left that they know they can hit and cause real harm? And that's what we'll sit back and watch, because we don't know that.
Yeah, certainly. Lisa, your thoughts on 8th consecutive night of strikes?
Yeah, obviously concerned about the escalation trap, but they killed 2 of our soldiers. And so I hope in response to this, President Trump hits them very, very hard. Maybe we need to take out another leader. You don't kill our American soldiers.
Right.
And get away with it.
Ben, this was perhaps coming anyway, but how do you think the week is going to shape up? I think the president has got FIFA tomorrow. There might be a pause in some of the discussion for that celebration, but Monday's going to come, and the American people who were doing other things this weekend, they're going to be wondering what the next step is.
Yeah, and I think it's important for the president to explain to the American people what his intent is and why he intends to do it. We know that this is something, to your point, that was probably already planned. Maybe they escalated it a little bit, just given the context. But, look, at this point, we should have a real focus on what the definition is for the president of what the end game looks like here and what he's going to do in order to achieve it. The American people deserve to hear that from him. As I said, I think that this whole conflict from the beginning needed to have greater focus. We needed to know what the aim was, what we were willing to do, what we really wanted to achieve in terms of degrading them. And I think that that's something that, unfortunately, the absence of it led to a lot of different people going in a lot of different directions on this conflict.
You have to ask yourself, where are we if that first week or however long of bombing where they killed half the leadership and took out most of the Navy and Air Force, and then if they left after that, where would we be?
Yeah.
You have to ask, would we be in a similar place with less casualties? I don't know. I'm not armchair quarterbacking, but.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.